Are you suffering from pain, discomfort, irritation, restlessness, anger, sadness, indifference, or just emotion and moods you don't know where they're coming from? Then you always have two options. You can either deny it and keep distracting yourself with activities, with work, with pleasure, food, Netflix, YouTube videos, scrolling social media feeds. Or you can use this as a unique chance to release and heal the deeper root of your pain, to free yourself. The second is what you will do and learn here in this vulnerability practice. Welcome to this vulnerability introspection process guided meditation. If you are new to this very powerful and deep practice, I highly recommend you to watch my introduction video first, to understand what you get yourself into and to really get the most out of this practice. Let's start. We begin the practice by just sitting comfortably in meditation. It helps a lot to be in a place somewhere in solitude where you can really feel safe and be with whatever arises. A more dim, intimate atmosphere, maybe with some candles and dimmed lights, works particularly well. Close your eyes now and breathe deeply. And get yourself ready for some inner work. And for that, really ask your mind, your body, and your soul to be fully present for today's practice and to lead the way. We now also want to take a moment to set an intention for this vulnerability process. You can either set your own intention or take our intention. An intention that we found works very well for this practice is to allow yourself to feel, to get to the root of your discomfort, to release the stuck energy and emotions, and to nourish it by love and light. What would you like to intentionally achieve? See it, feel it, sense it, and know that it is yours. We begin the practice by creating an anchor of inner light now. This is a very important part of the practice because to get beneath the surface of your pain, we need to bring in a lot of softness and compassion for ourselves first. We need to feel safe to go there. An anchor of inner light and well-being helps us to melt the armor around our wounds, to bring down our resistances, and to go deeper into your discomfort later on in the practice. So we are going to create that anchor of inner light together now. Start to remember now vividly your strongest experience of happiness, inner peace, and inner harmony in your life now. Go over all the happy experiences of your life and choose the one that feels particularly pure and right for you. into this experience now so that you can have a glimpse of that state of well-being again. With each in-breath, start to remember as many details as you can about that situation. With each out-breath, allow yourself to dive into that experience. Feel everything you have felt at that time. Allow yourself to fully ground yourself in that anchor of positivity and happiness, and rest with whatever arises. The most essential is to feel all of those positive feelings, the happiness you felt, the uplifting vibrations, and to really tune into that state of being beyond the actual memory. Notice that the memory, the situation you chose, was just helping you to bring that state itself to the surface of your awareness. But the state itself is beyond the memory. It's your being state. It's who you really are. Your true nature, soul, or consciousness. This being state is distinctly separate from your body, beyond the physical form, merely observing it. And so, no matter what happens to your body on the external, no matter what ups and downs you experience in your life, know that your inner light knows no ups or downs. It only knows growth, and that nothing can touch or take away or even dim your inner light. Your essence will always remain 100% pure. Fuel yourself with courage from knowing that. Know that you can always come back to that inner light. And as you ground yourself in that anchor of inner light, you can feel yourself being more at ease, more at peace, relating to everything that is extending from this present moment on in a much kinder, softer, generous, and forgiving way. If you feel you have grounded yourself in a sufficient degree in your inner light, then now we can go into the practice and use that anchor within the vulnerability journey. And if not, then you can give it some more time until you can fully embody that state of being in your whole organism. Now that we have created this anchor of our inner light, we are now prepared to go with that companion courageously into the turbulent waters of your subconsciousness. We start the vulnerability introspection practice by going into your suffering, into your pain, with a lot of softness and compassion for yourself now. We begin the practice by bringing all the awareness into whatever you're suffering from right now in this moment. Maybe you're angry, maybe you're sad, maybe you feel restless, frustrated, irritated, or maybe indifferent and cold. Use this discomfort, this emotion, this wound as an entrance point to explore it deeper. If you're not very emotional or you have a hard time to feel anything yet, another option is to start with your body. Scan your body now and feel whether you can locate some pain or discomfort somewhere in your body. Turn your awareness to that part of the body and use the discomfort you feel there, this wound, as an entrance point. If you started with an emotion, feel whether you can locate this emotion somewhere in your body now. If you started with a body, feel whether you can feel the emotion underneath your pain in the body. Bring your awareness into that part of your body now, where you can feel the discomfort the most now, and breathe into it. Try to breathe gently into the pain now by inquiring what it is all about. Inhale, try to remember all the details that this pain is truly about. Exhale, allow yourself to feel and observe whatever comes up for you. Bring all those details and qualities to the surface of your awareness. It may take a few times to begin to experience that uncomfortable, difficult energy. Really allow yourself to go into that charged pain. A great way to get a better access to your pain is by looking at the qualities of your suffering. Where does this pain occur in you? What does this part of your body stand for? If you, for example, can find your pain within your stomach, you could ask yourself, what is it that I'm not fully digesting in my life? Our language conveys so much truth. Find the deeper meaning by exploring the qualities of your pain now. Inhale, remember all the details. Exhale, allow yourself to fully feel whatever needs to be felt. If your pain could make a sound, which sound would it make? Maybe allow yourself to express that sound. If your pain would be a ferocious animal, what animal would it be like? And what can you learn from it by examining the qualities of this very animal? As you are beginning to experience the disturbing emotions, feelings, the charged energies coursing through your being, remember to bring yourself back into the anchor of well-being. Remove any sensation of victimhood, of fear, of being caged up, and allow yourself to relax with that energy. Really look at that overwhelming wave of disturbance, of pain, from a place of your inner light, of restful, harmonious, open well-being. Really look at that overwhelming wave of disturbance, of pain, from a place of your inner light, of restful, harmonious, open well-being. Begin to familiarize yourself with that challenging energy, rather than being intimidated, overwhelmed, losing your awareness in front of it. Observe what your body and mind is going through, and remember that your true being is distinctly separate from that. Learning how to ride the waves of your feelings and emotions rather than being overwhelmed by them. So with a lot of softness, bring your awareness into the center of your suffering, into that pain of your body now. Breathe into it. As you inhale, bring all these details and qualities to the surface of your awareness. And as you exhale, allow yourself to feel everything that needs to be felt. Fully open up. If you still don't feel much and you're very courageous, start with the pain and the discomfort in your body again and move into a position that allows you to even intensify your pain and discomfort to feel it better. If you're super courageous, you may want to use your hands to gently press into the pain. Know that this is not a must and just there for those who have a hard time in feeling anything. Trust your inner guidance. When you feel you found an access into your pain, into your suffering, it's very normal to become very emotional, to maybe get flashbacks and visions from the traumas that truly caused the pain and discomfort you are feeling on the surface. Allow yourself to feel and to follow that. See what it is about that energy that has made you lose your presence before. Make that intimate connection with whatever energy that has always been so upsetting, so painful before. Continue grounding in your light and well-being every time you feel more overwhelmed, learning how to rest with the experience. Find the center of the storm. What can help a lot is to ask yourself, what is beneath this discomfort that I'm experiencing? What is truly itching inside of me? What do I need to learn and see in my life? Nothing that happens in your life is random. You can learn so much from trying to understand their messages, the symbolism, the metaphors. If something concrete comes up, like a vision, a memory, or a situation of the past, go deeper into that. As you inhale, remember everything that has happened. What were the circumstances leading up to it? Remember what happened in the actual moment. What was the environment like? The people, the conditions around you. Bring yourself once again into the full immersion of your senses, into that experience. The smells, the sounds, the tensions in your body. When you feel you tense, you recoil, bring in that anchor of your inner light again to open up and fully ground yourself in that anchor of light, well-being, and positivity. And only then move on with the practice. If you can't allow yourself to go deep enough, that's fine. Don't force anything. Be very gentle with yourself and trust that your inner healer knows what to do and when you are ready for it. You can repeat this practice many times. If nothing much comes up for you, or it's hard to follow and surrender to the experience, you can always come back to your access point, your mood, or the physical sensation of that suffering in your body. Focus and breathe into that state of being with a lot of compassion for yourself, and keep inquiring, what do I need to see and learn? Continue to do the practice until there is no longer a charge about that energy, until nothing is triggering you. You may continue to experience the pain, those feelings or emotions, but it is no longer intimidating. It is no longer something that makes you fully lose yourself in the face of that force. The emotions and feelings may still arise, but now there is spaciousness of awareness that is no longer being dominated by the experience. You begin to channel that energy more fully through a heart-centered awareness, rather than continue to do whatever that energy and pain is telling you, no longer perpetuating the harmful ways of being. The ability to work through the practice entails forgiveness of yourself and others. By recognizing that the same basic conditioning and ignorance is creating all those different sufferings in everyone. Whether in other people or yourself, it's always ignorance. And ignorance is just not knowing any better. Having never learned how to deal with those energies, being intimidated, pushed and overwhelmed by them, and then continuing this vicious cycle. But you can now be the one who steps out of this cycle, who closes and heals it. The more you learn how to open up and channel this underlying energy, the more you can allow to let it flow through you without being hooked by it, without reacting. By opening the heart even more, you will see that the heart has this potential, without making excuses for yourself and others. Observing more and more that you are not your feelings and emotions, that you are not even your mind and your thoughts. Becoming more and more familiar with your essence of full, impartial, unconditional presence. Inhale, remember all the details. Exhale, allow yourself to experience and feel everything that needs to be felt. Try to remember other times when you have felt similar tendencies. A big part of the inner scouting practice is the recognition of patterns. When else have you felt a similar kind of tendency, a similar energy? You may go in a bit more difficult situations and experiences, connecting with that same disturbing emotions. And allow yourself to cultivate greater and greater presence as you do that. Remember your intentions. Keep detaching yourself and observe yourself from that anchor of inner light. And bring that inexhaustible, pure, illuminating light into the difficult, disturbing, overwhelming situations of your life. Familiarize yourself with the challenging energies that those situations entail. As you are developing that skill, it is essential to take it step by step. If the experience becomes too overwhelming for you to maintain presence, take a little break. Take it a bit down in terms of intensity. If it becomes very overwhelming, you can stop doing the remembrance of the negative experience and come back into that original practice of anchoring you in your inner light, well-being, and positivity. Ground yourself in that state even more, so that you can continuously engage the difficult energies that you are now learning to process, maybe for the first time in your life. Slowly but surely over time, the practice can become more and more effective. Before completing the practice now, allow yourself to take a moment to ground yourself once again in the anchor of your inner light, positivity, and well-being. Take that time to fully feel yourself with the harmony of those experiences in your life. And remember that that same inner light in you is inherent in all other living beings within. If it's still super overwhelming, take a moment now to address the highest you believe in. Be that God, Allah, Jesus, consciousness, the universe, whatever that means for you. Address this highest force now and ask for support. Ask to help you go through your experience, to grant you the infinite inner strength to heal, and to guide you back to the light. Make that connection now and really ask those forces you believe in to help and guide you. Completing the practice, it is very beneficial to also bring in some love and compassion for yourself now. Healing starts when compassion comes to you and your pain. Forgiving yourself for the hurtful ways of being, for neglecting your pain. Hug yourself close. And gently repeat the following words in your mind. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. want to expand that compassion and wish to all the people that you have ever met and encountered in your life, to resolve those afflictions that they have shared with you unconsciously. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. In the beginning, this might be difficult to say for you, but the more you develop the skill to work with your pains, to channel those feelings and emotions through this practice, your path will become much clearer. The wish for others to find that resolution too will develop in you, taking the benefit of this practice to another level, overflowing into your life, into all experiences. The healing circle expands further and further. Now the practice is complete, and it will be very beneficial to continue doing this vulnerability practice on a regular basis. It will become more and more effective every time you do it. It might be also beneficial to share it with others. And once you fully learned this introspection tool, you can even practice this without this guided meditation here. Be well. And always remember that some people run from pain all their lives. And what pain they do not digest, they inflict on others. Don't be like that. Do not let pain make you hate, toughen up, and pretending anymore. Come back to your original state of openness, innocence, and invulnerability. Thank you.